Alright, and we're back with Echo again, and we're ready to start. Everyone ready to go?
Yep.
Alright. Empty, not in a physical way, but there's something about his appearance that can't quite be put into words. A combination of factors that make him look like he walked straight out of a nightmare. So, I don't remember who Clint was at this point. I think, Clint's a character we've thrown around to everyone at this point. Matt, you want to be Clint?
Sure. Give me one. Yeet. There we go. Right. Here.
Could you repeat that? You barely came through.
Us. Alright. Right, here.
Shoot. I guess I'll be Jeremy. Shut up, man. Brian. God, this is fucking Brian? No wonder Micah wanted to try this subtle approach. Alright, Morgan, you're our temporary Leo.
Female Leo.
What the hell? My best Leo.
It's all good.
Yay.
Brian chuckles down at Leo, and the first thing I'm struck by is how high-pitched his voice is. I forgot that that's how he's supposed to sound. It's like this strange combination of a Valley Girl lisp mixed with a bit of helium.
There's a reason why we have Hannah voice him.
There was that, but actually we recently swapped over to Seb.
Did we?
Not within Echo, but within a different thing.
Yeah.
Which I don't want to spoil.
Fair enough.
So.
Alright, should I go ahead and voice him again?
I mean, what do you guys prefer? Seb or Hannah?
Don't matter me.
Because there will be scenes where Brian will interact with Jenna, but I can't recall any where he interacts with Flynn. I don't believe Flynn is in that scene.
Well, then we should have Seb do it, just so that Anna's not talking to herself.
Okay.
That's fair enough for me. Fuck.
Hi.
Alright, remember, Valley Girl lisp mixed with a hint of helium.
What you doing, boy? What you...
He kicks at Leo's leg, the wolf grunting in pain.
doing?
He smiles, pleased with himself in his little ambush.
You know, this is my turf, right? You hurting my boys wasn't a kind thing.
I'm guessing DJ's still not back, so Morgan.
Where's Carl?
Leo shouts, covered in dirt as he scoots back along the ground. Brian continues to approach him with that same smile, several of his teeth missing or half raw to corn kernel like husks. He seems to ignore Leo's question, grabbing at the wolf's pant leg while Leo kicks fruitlessly at him. I gotta do something. Brian hasn't seen me yet. For some reason, the first thing that flashes through my mind is, what would Jenna do? Next thing I know, I'm walking toward both of them. I see Jeremy in the distance, his eyes going wide. He mouths one word. Don't. Hey! Hey! Stop it. Right now. The bear stops what he's doing, looking at me with an indiscernible expression. Oh God, he's huge. Your behavior is getting really inappropriate.
Well, fuck me. It's you. Duke was right. You've been skulking around here these past weeks, haven't you?
Leo growls, taking advantage of the distracted Brian by kicking him square in the nads as hard as he can. At least, that's where it looks like he was aiming for. Instead, it hits his thigh, and the bear stumbles back with a pained squeal. It's enough to give Leo some time to get back on his feet. I grab my keys from my pocket. My car's still parked a hell of a long ways away. I have no idea where Leo parked his van, or if he even drove in the first place. Come on, Leo, let's go!
No.
He balls his paws into fists.
He knows where Carl is. This is our only goddamn chance, Chase. Get out of here. Get safe.
Man, DJ chose a bad time to not be available. I blanch as he begins rushing the bear, dropping his shoulder for a football tackle. There's no way in hell Leo can take on this guy. Leo, god damn it! What was that?
What?
Oh, that was from the game.
Oh, okay.
I think.
it
Hold
was.
up. Yeah, that
Yeah.
is from the game. I thought that was from somebody's mic.
Nope.
The impact is hard. Two heavy bodies colliding with an audible smack. The two topple down upon a wood pallet covered in loose metal pipes. Oh, that's why it sounds like that.
Mm-hmm.
Brian squeals again, thrashing like a spider that's been spritzed with bug spray. The bear scratches at Leo, but Leo hits him hard in the face. Again and again, pummeling the previously grinning mug into a twisted visage of agony. Brian's squeals turn to outright screams like he's gone completely feral. Jesus, Leo.
I said go!
Brian jerks forward, sinking his yellow teeth into Leo's shoulder.
Ew.
The wolf's eyes go wide from the shock of pain. It's stunning him still as he's held within the bear's jaws. He tries grabbing at his gnarly muzzle, but the bear only clamps down harder. I can see his nostrils dilating as his acrid breath puffs out in quick enraged bursts. No! I've never won a fight in my goddamn life, but again, I have to do something. I run up and aim to kick Brian square in the head, anything to get him off of Leo. It's a glancing blow, but it's enough. I see his jaw unclench. Just as my foot catches, and I trip over both of them, splaying chest first into the dirt. Oof! Leo's gonna owe me so many beers after this. I cough out sputters of dust and dry grass. Oh, is everything okay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I cough out sputters of dust and dry grass, rolling over onto my back. I see a flash of fur, and there's another couple of thuds. Then those eyes again. The empty ones. Brian's leering over me now, his face puckered like he just sucked on something sour. Leo's rolled over on his side, retching as he clenches his gut. He must have gotten socked in the stomach and hard. The bear says nothing as he places his two large paws around my neck. His expression doesn't so much change as it cracks into an incredibly wide smile. Then, a knee on my chest. I can't move. I can't breathe. My heart begins to race, feeling my own pulse beginning to throb. I can feel his thumbs dig down where my jugular is. I gasp for breath, blood vessels beginning to pop. My eyes feel like they're about to squeeze out of my head. He knows what he's doing.
So do you.
Ugh, get away from him!
I'm back. But
Okay.
you can...
Hooli!
You can do your line, DJ.
No.
Morgan
Get
did
away
it.
from him.
That's
Like-
fine.
I like Morgan better.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Thud. Leo slams his whole body weight into the bear again. It takes all his force to budge him, but once he's down, he's stunned for a while. I gasp for breath, clutching at my neck and scurrying back behind Leo. Brian's on his paws and knees now, panting with sick, wheezy breaths. Leo scrambles up to his feet and kicks the bear in the ribs. He barely budges, but Leo keeps at it, strike after strike. He's swearing under his breath, a string of words in his native tongue flowing forth from between gritted teeth. I'm still having trouble catching my breath, my whole head throbbing and lights popping in front of my eyes. Brian yanks on the cuff of Leo's jeans and pulls the wolf down with him. He crawls on top, taking Leo's head in his one meaty paw and banging it back against the ground. I can see him squeezing down, the wolf desperately flailing to get him off. He reaches for one of the pipes on the nearby pallet, but Brian catches him before he can get a hold on it. The bear pins both of his wrists above him, grinning in a sort of hazy rage. I run up, trying to push him off, but it's like trying to move a boulder. A single elbow strikes me, and I go flying back. It feels like I just got hit by a goddamn car. I hear Leo scream in pain, followed by a short gurgling noise. I've never heard Leo sound like this in my life. It's horrible.
Get off!
Another cry. I gotta do something.
Maybe I will.
As I push myself up to my knee elbows, my head starts to spin, throbbing, my skull intensifying. I can finally see what's happening. Brian's still got Leo pinned on the ground. He has his knee up on his chest and is pressing down with all his weight. The wolf heaves, trying to free his hands to no avail. A more primal look crosses his eyes, his toes curling down into the dirt and his paws balling into fists. Brian leans down for just a moment to grin at him when Leo snaps. His white fangs sink down to the brown muzzle of the bear. He's biting hard, and I can practically see the cartilage tearing. It catches him off guard, enough to let Leo get his paws free again, which he promptly uses to pummel the bear's noggin. Each punch is a short, heavy, knuckle-heavy blow, not letting Brian get the opportunity to recover. The upper hand lasts only a couple seconds, however, as the bear swings his fist blindly and connects right at Leo's temple. Another strike catches the edge of his shirt, and Brian tears it away like it's paper. His eyes shut, and he crumples back in a manner that I'm sure means he's unconscious. But he keeps moving, pushing himself out from under Brian and trying to crawl away.
Come back here, boy!
The shout is loud, and Leo begins to crawl faster. Just as he pushes himself to his feet, Brian tackles him back on all fours again, hitting him in the back of the head. Once he stopped moving, Brian pushes his face into the dirt. He rests his chest against Leo's back, breathing heavily down on his neck.
Fuck off!
Leo's eyes begin to dart around rapidly as he realizes what's happening. The emasculating position is very much intentional. Two paws come down and grasp around the back of Leo's neck, huge fingers pressing down on his airways. Stop! I call out, my voice hoarse. I push myself back up for what feels like the 100th time. If I can get the pipes on the pallet, maybe I can stop this. I take one step and nearly collapse. What the hell happened to me? I close my eyes for a moment, trying to catch my breath. That's when I hear the sound of pattering little feet scampering around across the topsoil.
Take this, bitch!
Bam! The heavy metal of the wrench strikes Brian in the muzzle right as he turns around. I just love that about Micah. Like I said, Micah's
Micah.
still one of my favorites because Micah owes Chase and Leo nothing, but he's like, hey, opportunity to fuck up Brian, hell yeah.
Can we just appreciate the fact that Chase is less than useless?
Oh, I mean, that's not new.
No, that's pretty.
Yeah.
A spray of blood splatters both Brian and the bat. The bear hobbling back before roaring in agony, teeth falling from the front of his maw. His whole body quakes with rage. Micah! This would be you, Matt.
Me?
Yep, you're Clint.
No, that's right. Sorry, I briefly forgot I was Clint. Sorry. What are you doing?
Micah's chest rises and falls in rapid succession. It's apparent his flight responses are kicking in? I think it's supposed to be are kicking in.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
As Brian turns to face him, eyes wild, it looks like the ladder has taken hold. Flight it is! The bat fucking bolts, sprinting as fast as he can toward the exit of the trailer park into the desert scrub beyond. Astonishingly, Brian is right behind him. He's way too fast for someone his size, and he screams like a banshee as he runs. There's a moment where Micah stumbles, and I'm sure the bear is going to catch him, but he just dodges out of the way and keeps going. They run and run until I can't see them anymore, and eerie silence falls upon the trailer park. I head over to Leo, taking him by the shoulder. The fur around his jowls are matted with dry blood, and his tail hangs between his legs, completely still. Leo, are you okay?
Fuck.
That's all he can say as he clutches his head. I agree with that sentiment.
So close.
Not really, man. I'm about to say something else when I feel the wolf's large arms embrace me.
Sorry.
The sensitive moment catches me off guard at the brutality which was just on display. Instead of embracing him in return, I'm left feeling uneasy. Sorry? Why are you sorry? He doesn't immediately respond, seeming to ignore the question.
You okay?
Oh, just dizzy. My neck's swollen, and it still kinda hurts to talk and swallow. He pulls back a little and looks to the horizon.
Everything's red for me right now.
Huh? Leo doesn't respond, and I pull back to look at his face. He seems kinda distant, probably concussed.
I'd certainly hope not.
I mean, he did get hit quite hard multiple times.
Yeah, I know.
And choked out, and yeah.
Yeah, he's concussed, I know.
I glance back to where Jeremy and Clint were and notice they're gone. No trace of them to be seen. I think for a moment that I see the familiar white fur of Micah's head and shoulders in the distance, but he's well out of sight by now. God damn. Micah saved you, you know that?
You saved me.
No, that's a question.
You saved... Yeah. You saved me?
I blink, furrowing my brow some. No, that was Micah, the short back guy. I hope he's gonna be okay. He's fast and wily. He should be fine, especially once Brian's adrenaline wears off.
Thanks, Chula. I love you.
I'm struck by the gentleness of his statement. His tone genuine, if dazed. The frayed mess of nerves that I am right now, hearing that soothes me just a little. Sure, Leo, love you too. Let's
Oh
get
yeah,
back
Chase,
to the
good
motel.
move.
Look, I'm gonna let you know Chase isn't that great in all this either.
Well, that's what I said. Oh no, Chase.
I look down at the tattered remains of Leo's shirt as we stand up together. Christ, this wasn't productive at all, was it? We limp our way back to my sedan, and after helping Leo into the back seat, we make our way back to the motel. God, you're heavier than I remember.
Only where it counts.
Oh my gosh.
A wry smile is visible on his muzzle, the battered wolf clearly still loopy from all the blows to the head. Or at least, that's what I hope the explanation is. He keeps squeezing my side as I struggle to keep him upright. With my free hand, I dig around my pocket and search for the Echo Motel keycard. The task is made all the more difficult by the pawing ministrations of Leo, who I keep having to bat away. For fuck's sake, Leo, I'm genuinely pissed at you. We almost died, and you blew our chance to find Carl easily. I don't even know how I'm gonna begin to explain this all to the cops. Leo makes a dismissive noise.
I'll handle it. You don't gotta worry.
I prop Leo up against the wall, giving him an incredulous look. Does he not even process what would have happened if Micah and I hadn't stepped in to help him? Leo, you just pissed off some kind of trailer park drug kingpin who knows exactly who you are. That should concern the hell out of you.
Nah.
There's a distant look in his eyes. Before I have time to further chastise what an idiot he's being, I hear a voice call out from behind me.
Said voice is taking care of Randall. 1 second.
Okay. Yeah, you both are gonna need to be here, because, this is one of the best scenes.
Can confirm.
Well, the go on the back of the couch. Quite funny. Wop, you're so tired.
You dare awaken me, mother.
No, he's dead asleep.
Hey. Or actually,
yeah,
is
no,
she
no, came through.
is she a sup-
She's coming back to see a beat up Leo with Chase.
so is she
Both are pretty beat up, Chase and Leo.
That's true.
So is she surprised, shocked,
Yes.
mad?
Probably all of those things.
Yeah,
Yes, all of the above.
a mixture of a whole bunch of emotions for certain.
Okay.
Just two of your friends, one of them you're slightly angry at, just randomly show up at your doorstep, bloodied and beaten.
Okay. Hey.
Jin is holding a small plastic bag with the words "Thank you" printed on it over and over, again in bold red lettering.
Jeez, where were you? What's going on?
Leo's expression goes a little more flat, his tail unmoving behind him.
Jenna.
The wolf greets her curtly, eliciting a perplexed face from the fox.
I leave for 20 minutes, and of course, Leo is now beaten and shirtless.
You're welcome.
She gives me a stern look.
What happened?
I let out a sigh, pinching the tip of my nose before letting my paw flop down to my side. Leo tried to interrogate the Tetanus Alley crew by himself.
And I was doing fine until that squeaky voice fat ass showed up.
Brian, I clarify.
Oh shit.
She reaches into her pocket, taking her own key card and sliding it into the door.
Come on, let's get inside. There's some basic medical supplies in the bathroom. I'll see what I can scrounge up.
I think he's got a concussion.
Yeah, I don't need that you shouldn't let him fall.
I'm right here, you know. You can talk to me.
I would if I think it would do any good, but you obviously don't listen to anything we say, as evidenced by this latest stunt. God, Leo, why are you so stupid? You're an adult.
Jenna pushes the door open, and I help Leo inside.
That's just rude.
I'm trying not to look directly at him, but judging by the tenseness of his muscles, I can tell he's definitely not digging Jenna's scolding. I walk Leo over to one of the beds and help him sit down, carefully, so he doesn't smush his own tail. Easy now, big guy. The wolf palpably softens at those words, and I think I catch a slight, sad smile pass toward my direction. Despite all of his idiocy, we did just survive near death together. He pats my lower back some, just as Jenna shuts the door behind us.
I should probably text TJ. He's doing those sports medicine courses, so he might be able to help us out a bit. He left to continue the search with Flynn after you didn't show up. Though, honestly, I think we should drive him to the urgent care down in Peyton.
Alright, just give me 1 second, because I heard my email go off, and I do not want that shit going off for the rest of this recording. Alright. I look up to Leo, anticipating his response before he even speaks.
I'm fine.
Leo.
I said I'm fine, yeah? You shouldn't be babying over me while Carl's still out there.
You're right. We shouldn't be having to do this at all.
Jenna walks past both of us with a glowering look of maternal disappointment before heading into the bathroom.
Wow.
She does drop the bag of food next to us on the bed, though. Ordinarily, I'd be concerned about getting grease on the covers, but considering the circumstances... I pull out a styrofoam container from the bag and pop it open. Inside are 2 grilled cheese sandwiches, with toast, eggs, and bacon pushed off to the side. It looks kind of haphazardly put together, but my grumbling stomach doesn't mind. I hand Leo a grilled cheese and take some bacon for myself. You feeling dizzy? Any sudden sharp head pains?
Just some throbbing. But that's about par for the course when I'm around you.
Oh.
He grins
Can
for a
hear the
flicker of a second. Oh, yeah?
I can hear the disappointment in DJ's voice. I can hear him say those lines and go like, I don't want to say this.
Aren't you glad we saved
I
this
was trying to
for
do it
last,
like
DJ?
fun too. Huh?
Aren't you glad we saved this for last, DJ?
I mean, gotta love Leo.
Mm-hmm. I love how you started this entire playthrough going like, Leo's my boy, I want to protect him, he's a good guy, to...
Fuck this dude.
I'm trying, man. I'm really trying, but you're making it hard.
He grins for a flicker of a second before taking a huge bite out of the sandwich. I can't help but stare at him wide-eyed, my face burning. It's not that I'm super offended by the flirting or anything, but now? Of all the times to do it? Leo... Leo swallows down a mouthful of bread and cheese.
I want grilled cheese, damn it.
Judging by his expression, he doesn't seem to be a big fan of the taste.
Yeah. Sorry, just getting sleepy.
I reach up, clutching his shoulder. Hey, come on. Don't pass out on us. You know you can't do that now. Jenna returns with some hydrogen peroxide, gauze, and what looks like a bottle of acetaminophen. Wait, no. Acetaminophen. Yes, acetaminophen.
I sent out a message to the group chat letting them know what's going on. The signal was being kind of weird for a second, but it said sent.
Jenna sits down beside the wolf with her can of disinfectant, to which Leo visibly recoils.
I can do it. Just give it to me.
The Phoenix brow furrows, and she actually pulls back the can.
No. That is not how you're going to treat me right now.
Like you treat me like shit, yeah?
Oh my god.
What?
I know you've been talking ill of me behind my back, trying to keep Chase away.
Just give me 1 second, because I'm going to boost the music a little. And you know, I'll get the sound up a little too. I like this here for this scene. There we go. Jenna stares dumbfounded at Leo.
I am absolutely baffled by your priorities right now. I'm going to assume that this is the head trauma speaking.
DJ?
So what if it is? You know it's true.
Leo shifts his gaze to me.
She has, hasn't she?
I sigh. I really wasn't prepared to deal with this confrontation right now. I probably should have spent more time with you to make sure you didn't do anything like you just did.
No, Chase. This is not your fault. The sooner Leo realizes he's the one making mistakes, the sooner we can rally and figure out what we're going to do next. For Carl, remember him? The person we're actually trying to find?
I wince, having agreed with the first part of what Jenna said, but it's definitely gone a step too far. Jenna, we all are concerned about Carl. I take the antiseptic spray and begin shaking the can before spritzing it on a few of Leo's wounds. The wolf barely even reacts. His pain tolerance was pretty heavy growing up. He'd win pretty much every game of slap hands or punch you, punch me that Flynn or Carl devised. I used to find that sort of toughness attractive. Guys, let's focus. Jenna holds up the flat of her palm toward me, speaking up with a curt tone.
Chase, you don't really believe Leo is doing this out of the genuine goodness of his heart, right? That he has some deep compassion for Carl? Hell, I've spoken with Carl online these past few years. Leo basically stopped talking to him the moment you left for college. That is 3 whole years of not giving a damn.
Leo's jowls pull back along the corners of his maw for a moment, before he reaches up and clutches his temple.
That's real hypocritical of you to say.
Don't.
Jenna looks up at the ceiling, her usual cool and collected demeanor gone. It's clear Leo's actions have pushed her past the point of calm understanding.
Don't? Don't what? Don't stop you from laying into me while you're guilty of the same? Yeah, you left everyone behind, didn't ya?
Jenna looks stunned for a moment before her brow furrows once again.
Oh yes, Leo. A completely unjustified decision. Unrelenting neglect, abuse, and traumatic influence is no reason to distance oneself from the sacred nuclear family unit.
It's not often that Jenna outright expressed what went on in her tiny house growing up. We all figured she wasn't keen on representing herself as someone to be pitied, so we generally didn't pry. Bringing this up now definitely means this is a touchier subject, and Leo knows this.
After this outburst and your latest behavior, is it any wonder that we don't reach out to you much anymore?
Leo's unfocused gaze shifts from Jenna to me and back again.
Chase talks to me.
I squeeze Leo's shoulder. Guys, Carl. Let's focus on Carl. What are we gonna do about him? I flash Jenna a pleading look.
Yeah, he still messages me from time to time.
I squeeze harder.
He says he misses me, and they can't wait to see me again. That he misses us being together.
What?
Jenna peers at Leo incredulously, her arms folded across her chest. When no one says anything in response, she unfolds her arms, her expression softening some.
Wait. Seriously?
Her attention shifts to me.
You've been texting Leo that you want to get back together this whole time?
No, not really. I mean, I barely text him.
It's always late at night.
Leo speaks with a droll monotone.
My phone flashes, and it's you. Bring up all the old times we messed around and how you want to do it again. You get kinda intense, too. Like last time, when you talked about, you know, how you wanted me in you again.
Leo, for fuck's sake. My face absolutely burns. I just want to throw my paw over his muzzle and shut him up. How can you be bringing this up at a time like this? Or bringing it up at all? Jenna's brow is raised high now. Before she can say anything, Leo speaks again, gesturing forward with jittery movements.
I'm not fucking lying, yeah? I can show you the texts. I saved them.
You got rid of them the next morning. Every time.
A dull throb pounds within my head. The intrusive thoughts as pointed as Jenna's gaze, which is very much aimed at me now.
They made you feel guilty. Out of everything. That's what you feel guilty about?
Okay, wow. Neither of you told me any of this.
I practically want to scream now. Carl! Let's focus on Carl! Anything to get the spotlight off me. Well, it really wasn't pertinent. It was just a couple of times over the span of 3 years.
Chase. It is. At least somewhat.
She hesitates a second, trying to find some gentle phrasing as she shifts her weight from one foot to another.
Not the nitty-gritty details, of course. Unless we were all particularly inebriated.
She looks between the two of us.
At the very least, it partially explains Leo's behavior. Though, I'm not saying it justifies it.
Hey, there you go again. I'm right here, and you're still talking right over me.
He hunches forward some.
You're injured, Leo. Plus, your words and actions have been exceptionally irrational lately. So forgive me if you aren't given a spot at the grown-up table.
Leo ignores her, beginning to mumble.
At least, at first I was confused. How are you acting like this? Trying to take away my chance to make things right. You've always been cruel, but never this bad, yeah?
Cruel?
Jenna lets out an amused but exhausted noise, pinching the bridge of her muzzle.
Are you implying that I'm stealing Chase from you? As if he were an object to be conquered and taken? That is a regressive...
Leo starts talking in the same deadpan voice before Jenna finishes.
You know what you're doing.
Attitude towards someone you claim you understand so deeply.
Jenna continues speaking even throughout the wolf's words.
But hey, that's just who you are.
Leo, please relax. Stop talking. I begin wrapping gauze around some of the disinfected wounds. It's hard to tell and difficult to focus with what's going on, but some of these might require some stitches. His large head turns to look at me, but his pupils are hidden behind his half-open eyelids.
Just close my eyes and fall asleep.
Wait, no, don't do that!
And then you're right there with me again.
Jenna's nostrils flare, exasperated.
I'm about to smack him awake.
I frown.
Do it.
Don't do that either?
Don't do it.
You came down to Echo to surprise me the other week. I thought that was really nice of you. Showed you cared.
I have no clue what he's talking about. For the past few weeks, I've been cramming for midterms and streaming old movies with Vincent in my dorm room. For a moment, I think Jenna gives me a slightly accusatory look, but doesn't say anything. Instead, she grabs a few strips of bacon before walking to the other side of the room and checking her phone.
Okay, the signal is completely messed up. My bars are bouncing up and down like they're on a trampoline.
She holds her phone higher, squinting at it. Meanwhile, I'm trying to keep Leo upright as I wrap a particularly nasty-looking gash on his arm. He must have cut himself when he fell down. Maybe a tetanus shot is in order when we get to the doctor, too.
You were kind of thin, which was cute. But you should eat more. I was gonna have Pops cook you these hamburgers with the jalapeno ketchup you liked.
He's really not making much sense at this point, but at least the focus isn't on me anymore. I have a feeling I'm gonna get a bit of a scolding from Jenna later, though. I always thought of Leo's dad's burgers were kinda iffy, but I never wanted to be rude.
Nope. That goatee, though. You shaving it was kind of funny. You were so proud of that thing. But it was like you were doing everything you could to be cute for me.
Jenna's frowning deeply at her phone now. Whether it's because of what Leo said or something on her screen is unclear. Without looking, Leo brings up a giant paw and squeezes the end of my chin. I quickly push it away, and he seems surprised for a moment when he feels the untrimmed scruff.
Huh? Is that really you, Chase?
I catch Jenna peering pointedly at the wolf before glancing back to her phone.
I'm thinking maybe we should start driving to the clinic now. I'm not even sure if the others got my texts, and the stupid phone can barely buffer the messaging app. I've tried both it and the standard SMS.
I reach into my pocket and pull out my phone. The spot where the bars indicating service and Wi-Fi aren't there anymore. At least, at first, I think I see them flickering back on for a second before disappearing again. I've never seen it do this before. Yeah, my Wi-Fi is messed up too. I press my thumb over the power button. I guess I'll try turning it off and on again? Jenna frowns.
Then I suppose there's no point in checking my laptop.
She lets out a long exhale before shoving her phone back into her pocket and looking at me.
Before I give up entirely, let me try your phone real quick. You've always had the best signal. That is, unless you've got something on there you'd rather not show me.
Her tone is idle and nonchalant, but her words are definitely meant as a jab. Hey, come on. I let go of Leo, giving the Finnick my best annoyed look. I can explain all this later. It's just been bad timing with... And then Leo goes still. I turn to look into his eyes, and notice they're still open. There's something behind
What
him.
the fuck?
I don't like it. I like it.
That scared the actual crap out of me.
No,
Oh.
I got to experience this alone when I was going through it, and
As
I
did
just
I.
remember, I just remember throwing my laptop off of me, and then
Look at the
angry
screen.
texting Alan
yeah.
right after.
Yeah, I know. I remember the night this happened, and I was like, yes, because I kept asking you before
What
that,
the
like,
fuck?
oh, have you gotten to that scene yet? And you're like, what do you mean that scene? I'm like, oh, nothing.
It's just backup chase.
Oh, you'll find
This
out.
this
soon.
bitch with the hey scene and him crappily animated walking in feels very bad.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Would you guys like to see
It's
it
funny if
again?
you take this out.
No!
If you take
Let's
this out
see
of
it again.
context, it's not scary at all.
No! I don't wanna!
I don't.
Like if you take this out of context, it's not scary at all.
Yeah, the
Right, it's
the
just-
absent-looking
Music,
eyes
the
is a little
ambiance,
creepy.
and, like the shit that was going on.
Yep.
Yeah, it wouldn't be creepy. But the rustling and the fucking
And
There's a reason why I turned on the
like
sound.
the weird stiff animation. The only thing that actually moves in this fucking game.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's the
That was
only
the
thing
thing
that
I was gonna
actually
point
moves
out.
in the game.
This is literally the only like animation aside from like something popping in, popping out for like a couple of like those little transition scenes. This is the only thing that actually moves with animation. And fun fact,
Ew.
there is a folder within the game files called the Hey for this scene, and it has 200 fucking images. So that way, what they did was they just posted that like the different sequence of images to fake animation, essentially. Well, I mean that is animation how it works in like the crudest level, but still, they did that to create animation within this game. They have it go through 200 images just to get this motherfucker into the center of the screen.
I don't like it.
That is beautiful.
I don't like it.
I hate it.
Artistically,
fact-
great, fantastic. Fuck this.
Fun fact, if you open up like the Hey folder and everything and just start scrolling through the images, you get to watch it move and everything like it does in the game.
At least it's
Oh!
It's lovely.
sound really fucked me up. Ugh.
Oh yeah, I'm glad that you guys enjoyed this.
There is actually an image. There is actually an image in this game that I think is creepier than this scene, and I
Is
didn't
it
even
one
know
that you
about
haven't
it.
encountered yet?
It's just a friend, Daddy.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. Yep. Don't worry, I'll be pointing that one out when we get
I
there.
hate that. I hate that so much.
So, as I pointed out way back when, they kept getting better and better as they kept going along, and they pulled out some genuinely interesting scares here in Jenna's route, because this is the last one they worked on.
Beautiful.
I can tell. Like, kudos to them, but fuck them.
Yep.
You can't just let something move in the game where nothing's moving. I don't like
Yeah,
this
oddly enough,
shit.
animation makes this creepy.
Mhm.
Yeah, like that.
Why is shit moving? Shit shouldn't move.
It sounds bad too. Like something's
Wow.
walking outside your tent when you're trying to sleep. That's how it sounded.
Hey.
No! Stop it!
Wha-
No.
I step back. Leo mumbles something inaudible. The figure behind him stands still, its body blurred and dark, like the light of the room won't touch it. It's like staring at a funhouse mirror, except the thing in front of me isn't following my movements as I back away further and further away. There's a gasp in the corner of the room.
Chase.
Jenna's voice comes after a few seconds of silence.
What is that?
She speaks in a half yell, half whisper. I don't know. I respond without thinking. The figure still stares at me. As I back away, I notice that its socketed eyes follow me without ever moving its head.
Oh my god.
My foot catches the edge of a suitcase, and I quickly grab the dresser so I don't tumble over. I suck in sharp breath between my teeth, my heart pounding. No reaction. 10 seconds have passed now, and this thing is still here. Leo stirs, but only somewhat. His eyes roll back into his head, and he turns slightly toward the direction of the doppelganger. Only then does it begin to move as well.
Nope.
It rests a shadowy furred paw on Leo's own.
Oh, wait.
Do we yell
Why
out
did
that
it
we don't
move
want it
again?
to touch
Say
him, or do we
nothing.
say nothing?
Oh gosh, does this impact what happens
No,
next?
this does not impact the ending, but it's interesting because it's one of the things that we decided, I guess, how much does Chase, I guess, want to protect Leo from whatever the fuck this thing is?
None.
I would say
I
don't
say
touch
there
him.
that stays over there.
I say
Don't,
don't
want
touch.
it any closer.
I say don't touch him.
I'm with DJ on this.
Say nothing.
Don't touch him.
Alright, I'm getting a lot of don't touch hims. The only person I heard say nothing was Morgan, but was there anyone else?
I said say nothing.
Okay, so you were all.
Don't touch him.
Alright, so it's
Yeah.
majority don't touch him.
Can we save and run both things?
I mean, I guess if you really want me to.
Only if it's majorly different. I'm
No,
sure you
it's
already know.
fine.
I don't
I
remember it being
believe.
different.
So if you hit say nothing, it just skips the scene.
Oh.
Oh, say nothing.
Oh.
Say nothing.
Okay, well, thank you for the information,
No.
Harry. I'm gonna go ahead and still save over here. Boop.
Always trying to be helpful.
Alright, so sounds like we're gonna do don't touch him
Yeah,
since
we
say
don't.
nothing.
We voted
Yeah.
don't touch him.
Yeah.
We get a scene.
I wince as the words leave my mouth, spoken without thought.
Chase, don't.
Why? Its voice is garbled and sounds nothing like me. Like a clipped soundbite from an old cassette tape. Just don't hurt him. Leo lays there, conked out and helpless. It's such a contrast from the fuming predator striking at Brian I saw just 30 minutes ago. You've hurt him plenty.
Don't
No.
lucky.
I try to swallow, finding my throat dry. Neo's lips move again, and this time I can hear him clearly.
I love you.
Love you too. He speaks in my voice this time, crystal clear with no distortion. The affection is slightly perturbed, and I realize it's how I sounded when I responded to Leo earlier. Oh, well, I'm gonna literally clip that then instead. That's gonna be fun. Bye. We'll miss you.
No, we won't. Stop lying to it.
You owe it the truth, Alan.
Hey, I was happy to see the hay.
It's so good to be on this side.
See, Harry, you're with me on this.
It's so good to be on this side.
That
Fuck
is like
you,
a
Harrison.
playthrough of Night in
So
the
I will
Woods.
say there was one other person who knew about this. Do they want to reveal themselves?
Nah, keep it a secret. They never get to know that information.
I want to know who else knew it.
There was one
Yeah,
other
I know.
person.
You get to know for you. You get to wonder that forever and never know.
You know
It'll
what?
be up
Fuck
to
you,
them.
Harrison.
It's up to them if they want to
That's
tell.
my entire shtick. Please don't steal it away from me.
But I mean it this time. Fuck him.
I mean, yes, but
Sebastian's like, please don't. I have one job and
All I
I need
have.
this. I need this. It's not great pay, but I need this apartment.
not great.
The shadowy visage fades into the surroundings
Go away, what?
until it's completely gone.
Ow.
I can feel the goosebumps beneath my fur subside, and breathing is somehow easier all of a sudden, the air less thick. Leo sits up, still in a sleepy daze. He clutches at his paw, and feeling nothing there, a confused and sad expression crosses his white face. I finally look over to Jenna, who's backed against the bathroom door. She rubs her eyes, seemingly looking on in disbelief. Neither of us say anything, trying to process what the hell that was. It felt like a dream, but one I could actually feel. The room itself has sort of ozone-y smell to it, but that's completely gone now. Surprisingly, Leo is the first to speak.
Thank you, Chase.
He says, still looking at his paw. What? It's all I can say. One of Leo's ears flick, and he turns his attention back to me.
For being here for me.
Jenna walks up, touching the space where the doppelganger was moments ago.
What the fuck?
She reaches down, grasping her wrists and checking her pulse, pinching herself a few times while she's at it.
Yeah, that's an accurate response.
Was I drugged? You saw that too, right, Chase?
No.
I nod, trying to speak, but only a croaking sound comes from my throat at first. I cough, then try again. I saw it. I think that was the thing from my dream.
Oh no. No.
Jenna turns, walking back toward the bathroom door.
God, Chase. Don't say that.
The thought clearly appears to unnerve her. I'm sorry, but that was real.
There has to be an explanation for whatever that was. I'm about ready to start looking for hidden cameras here.
I glance down at my suitcase and spot the familiar orange hard box container where I keep my camera equipment in. If only I'd gotten whatever that was on film. I exhale.
Yo, I'm gonna head out.
Okay, have a good
Yeah,
night,
Morgan.
Morgan.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Noticing that my legs are still shaking. It's all so familiar. We should probably get out of here.
Agreed. I'm gonna to grab my stuff and pack your trunk.
You think we should leave?
Yes. I need to get back to Pueblo and take a few mental health days. We'll finish packing, pick up TJ, and drop Leo off at the clinic. His dad can take him home later.
Neo picks at his freshly wrapped bandages. Why did it touch him?
I need to find Carl.
Jenna says nothing to Leo's insistence, the Phoenix shoving her dirty clothes in a garbage bag. Leo, I don't really know what more we can do.
I'll handle it. And then you can come back.
His red eyes meet mine for the first time in a while, and I'm struck by the level of compassion in them. For a second, it reminds me of the best moments of our relationship. With my heart still thudding in my ears and my legs weak, I managed to force a smile toward the dazed wolf. Right, of course. Doctor first, though. I'm about ready to check myself in, too. He cants his head, peering at me curiously.
I'll find Carl. Don't worry.
There's a knocking on the window. Awkward taps, followed by a crooning, falsetto voice.
Is it me?
No.
I think
Oh.
is that Bat?
No?
I believe it
Brian?
is me, actually.
It's not
No.
Brian. Brian's not gonna be like, yo, I found Carl. Welcome.
It's a falsetto voice.
That's why I thought it was either TJ or Bat Boy.
They don't speak in falsetto. Remember, it's falsetto.
Who speaks in falsetto? I mean,
Sebastian does.
Seb, you want to take this line?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Carl? I found Carl!
It makes Jen and I jump, both of us freezing in place.
who's there?
Leo asks sleepily.
It's me, Micah!
More knocking. This time a little harder.
Micah?
Leo blinks, suddenly seeming more awake. He He clutches the end of the bed, pushing himself up to his feet. The wolf is a little wobbly, his tail swaying behind him as he tries to keep his balance.
Yeah, it's me. Open the door.
There's something off about his voice.
Don't fucking open the door, Leo.
I don't think it's him. Leo steps
Gonna
over
open the
toward the
door.
window and draws the curtains before I can tell him to stop. The familiar outline of the bat's massive ears poke up from over the bottom of the sill. He's crouched down, like he's afraid to be seen. Jenna steps up beside me, watching on from a distance. Micah lifts his head a little, and I notice he has this strange expression on his face, like he's not fully awake. There's also something attached to the scruff of his neck. The bat's face is now... The bat's face... I'm assuming it's... The bat's snout is squarely against the window, blood squirting from his nose and coating both the pane and his face. Fuck!
Oh god, Leo, get back!
Micah slumps aside, falling out of sight as the figure who was making the voice reveals himself. Brian.
I knew it! I knew it!
The bear rams open the door, bits of splintered wood from the frame showering the carpet. Leo, get back! Leo turns to face him just as something metal strikes across his face. I don't hear the impact, but Leo crumples just the same. He points the thing at me now, and I realize quickly it's a gun. He smiles at me for a second, approaching me next. I try to back up, but there's nowhere to run. He grabs me by the shirt, and I feel my body swing around.
Don't you fucking...
And
I
I
don't
think
like
we'll
the
continue
ring.
this next time.
Ah.
Turn down that
Bye,
music.
everyone.
Turn down the sound.
I will.
Wait,
Say
turn
goodbye.
off.
Say goodbye.
Bye! I said bye!
Let's try and get Harry to say goodbye.
Bye.